as I understand from your petition, Mr. Mullins is behind with both child support as well as payments for healthcare expenses.
Yes.
A little north of 41,000 for the child support and a little more than 6,000 on the uninsured healthcare expenses.
At the time of the petition.
Okay, and it hasn't gotten better.
It has not gotten better. We have also accumulated the documentation of the additional uncovered medicals that he has not contributed to, which my client is prepared to testify to.
Okay.
So if I'll wait an opening and if I can square my.
Well, we can do that in a minute. I just want to make sure I'm oriented here. So part of what you're seeking is contempt, and this may explain why as I read your petition, the penalty for contempt, if I find there is contempt, is a fine as opposed to custody, which I found to be less compelling than other forms of punishment.
Yes, Your Honor. My client is seeking an incarceration order at this time because he has not paid and he has not participated. He is not. She was hopeful that in filing this action, serving him, that would wake him up.
Right.
That has not been.
It has not. Do we know he's alive?
He is alive. They have 3 children, 2 who are in college and doing well, who he's seeing, and he's alive, he's working, he's doing well. He
Okay.
earns a significant amount of income.
He's not doing well on the child support front, though.
Correct.
Um,
He's just not being responsible.
Right. Is he local, as in?
Local, he's in South Fulton.
Okay. Well, then we can start getting things on the record, except you also are seeking to modify child support.
Well, we're only noticed for our contempt today. We do
Oh.
have a modification of support action that is also pending. Their youngest child is still under the age of 18 and in high school.
And would the modification be the amount should be changed because it's only one child? Or it should be changed because of different earnings or what?
Different earnings, we think he earns more than he did at the time of the action, as well as the expenses of the child.
But was the original child support amount based on there being 3 children receiving child support, which would be a bigger number? If we're down to 1 child, wouldn't the number be?
Possibly, but you
Okay.
know, my client would like the opportunity to determine that with what his income is. We think he makes substantially more now than he did then.
Got it. Okay. That makes sense to me. So today we're just dealing with contempt. That's all it was noticed for. Would you like to have Ms. Hall be right there or the witness stand?
I'm fine here if you're okay with it.
I'm fine. That'll work. As long as I can hear you.
Can you state your full name for the record?
Nikisha Norris Hall.
Okay, and if you can speak up just so
Okay.
the judge can make sure that he hears you. And what is your relationship to the respondent, Michael Mullins?
His ex-wife.
And you and Mr. Mullins were divorced by this court back in 2011?
Yes,
And at the time, you had 3 minor children?
yes,
And was an order of child support entered at that time?
yes.
What amount is Mr. Mullins ordered to pay in child support currently?
$1,787.
And is he also ordered to pay some monthly arrears?
Yes,
And what amount is he?
When you say monthly arrears, he was somehow in arrears at the time of the final order? I'm not following.
in terms of medical bills.
Well,
There's an arrears that.
Oh, I'm
DHS
sorry,
is-
$357.
$357 a month. Can you tell the court where that arrears number came from?
It came from the portal, the child support portal. So they have a section where you can see how much is owed and how much is in arrears. And the amount owed is about $50,307, and the arrears amount is $357.
And let's go over some history.
let's not do that yet though, because I'm still confused. So at the time of the divorce, Mr. Mullins was obligated to pay $1,780 a month for child support.
$7.
Okay, not 700, what was the number?
1,787.
787. All right, don't mean to leave off the 7. So he's supposed to pay that amount and he was paying this arrears, or this arrears is some new number based on the fact
Based on him not paying.
not paying? Okay, so it's always been 1787, but he hasn't always paid it.
Yes.
you gave a figure of over 50,000 and what was in the petition was 41,000.
Yes.
Is it 50,000 now because the 5 more months-ish have gone by?
That's correct.
So he's already hit the 50 grand mark,
Yes,
meaning he has paid 0 in 2026.
that's correct.
When did he last pay anything?
I think it was 2024.
Okay. And yet he has been present in your, are they all daughters?
Yes.
In your daughters' lives? Okay. So the number I'm working off of is the 1787, and then there's a grand total of what's not been paid, but this 350 is just some math that DHS has done saying, hey, you need to also, not only on a forward-going basis is it 1787, but to whittle down this big number, you need to add 350.
Yeah.
Okay, got it.
And Ms. Hall, I'm going to show you what's been marked as Petitioner's Exhibit 1. Can you identify that document for the court?
This is a screenshot of the child support portal.
And is that a true and accurate depiction of the child support portal?
Yes, as of today.
And how did you obtain the document?
I logged into my account.
Your Honor, we would tender Petitioner's Exhibit 1.
It is admitted. And if you want to give me all your exhibits at once, I promise not to look ahead, but that way you don't have to come up here each time. And I can't remember, did you email exhibits to Ms. Niles so I'll have them digitally, or?
Not, Judge.
That's okay. Where we are working through the transition, a lot of the lawyers are still showing up, bringing hard copies. We're just going to look on the screen if we have them. So I should have P1, P2, and P3. Okay, so P1 is admitted.
And Ms. Hall, pursuant to that screenshot from the portal, how much does Mr. Mullins currently owe in back child support?
$50,307.54.
And Ms. Hall, I'm going to show you what has been marked as Petitioner's Exhibit 2. Can you identify those documents for the court?
This is a medical bill from the Children's Healthcare of Atlanta.
Is that the accumulation of the medical bills for the minor children?
No.
No, I mean, flip through.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. Yes.
And do those?
Who is Aaron M. King Mullins?
That's his now wife, his current wife.
Got it.
And are those medical bills only for your children?
Yes.
So if these bills went to her, why were you having to pay anything?
They didn't go to her, but I think her name was listed on the account as well for some reason, because they have her insurance. So the kids are insured under her insurance.
Got it. So I'll just use as an example, on this first page, your child saw Dr. Goldman Yassin, and it was a lot of money for an MRI. You paid all that, or?
It's unpaid. It's outstanding.
These are bills that CHOA is saying,
Yes,
where's the money?
yes,
Do you have insurance?
I do. Separate insurance for my children through my employer.
Your children are not part of your policy.
No.
In theory, they were part of Ms. King Mullins's policy?
Yes, so Michael Mullins, they were a part of their dad's policy, but somewhere along the line, they changed policies and now they're on, as a family, him as well, and his other kids, they're all under the policy, under her policy.
Okay, Ms. Mullins's policy.
Yes.
But for whatever reason, that policy doesn't cover this?
No.
Why are you getting bills if it's not, I'm not gonna ask how you got this, you have subpoena power, et cetera, but if CHOA is gonna go after Aaron King Mullins, why does that affect you?
They're not. This is just merely who they sent the bill to, but my name is listed as a guarantor because I'm the mother.
Oh, okay. And so CHOA might be sending notices to Ms. King Mullins, but more importantly, you're getting notices too.
Yes.
And you don't, you want your kid to be cared for, but you don't want your credit history to be dinged.
Exactly.
Because CHOA, hey, we'll go after whomever, and you're one of the whomevers.
Yes.
Okay.
And have you altered the medical bills in any way?
No.
Are those true and correct copies of the medical bills as you've received them?
Yes.
Your Honor, we would tender Petitioner's Exhibit 2.
It's admitted. Is it tallied? This is lots of pieces of paper. Okay,
her.
good.
Ms. Hall, what is the total amount of the medical bills?
$27,930.
And your final divorce decree requires Mr. Mullins to pay 87% of the uncovered medical expenses, is that correct?
Yes,
And are you asking that he be responsible for $24,299.10? Which
yes,
represents the 87% of the uncovered medical expenses?
yes.
What efforts did you make to communicate with Mr. Mullins to resolve this issue prior to filing this case?
I've had a verbal conversation with him. I've sent him text messages, letting him know that he needed to provide support for our daughters. There have been times early on where I've told him, hey, I have to pay XY for a bill. And he sent money, 300, 200, whatever the bill is. But typically, that's all it's been. And it hasn't been consistent at all. So he has made no further attempt to make any payment to me at all.
And the bills that he did pay, you did not include those in your request today? Is that
No,
When you communicate with him, it's mostly via text?
yes. Now we don't communicate whatsoever.
Why is that?
He's unresponsive.
Meaning you'll send a text
Yes.
and you get no response?
Yes.
Or do you have a channel of communication with Ms. King Mullins?
No, but I have her number if I needed to, if there was an
Okay.
emergency.
And there's only now one minor child that you and Mr. Mullins share.
Well, we have 3 children.
But two of them are
Yes,
grown up.
yes.
Right, they're grown up, they do what they do.
Yes.
But the youngest is how old?
17. She turned 17 April 25th.
So a rising senior?
Yes,
And does she reside primarily with you?
she does.
Okay, and how often does she see her father?
The
Well,
most,
let me ask that differently, because
Yeah.
she's 17, it could be when she wants.
yeah,
But is there a formal visitation schedule?
no. I mean, we have a parenting plan based on when they were younger.
Yeah.
That was in 2011. So now, as you said, she's older. It's when they have an opportunity to. The most recent was last week. He came to take her to get her driver's license.
Okay. But it's not every other weekend I'm with dad.
No.
It's every day I'm with mom,
Yes.
unless dad shows up to take me to get my driver's license, or
Yes.
be nice when he shows up and then he's gone.
Father's Day,
Yeah.
things like that.
Okay.
And Ms. Hall, did you hire our office to file this contempt action on your behalf?
Yes.
I'm gonna show you what's been marked as Petitioner's Exhibit 3. Can you identify those documents for the court?
These are the legal fees.
Are those true and correct copies of the invoices you've received today from my
Yes.
office?
I'm sorry to interrupt, you move faster than I do. Your parenting plan and the child support agreements that are a product of the divorce from long ago, did it have the 18-year cutoff? In other words, your 2 older daughters, he may owe, some of that 50 grand may be from when they were under 18, but he's not still owing child support
No.
for days after they turned 18?
No.
Okay, so he's got a year left, if you will, of current going
Yes.
forward for your youngest, and then all these arrearages.
Yes.
Okay, I'm sorry. Back to
No.
your bills. The part, your part.
And Ms. Hall, does that total $5,771.50 that you paid my office to date in this action?
Yes.
And are you asking that the court order that Mr. Mullins reimburse you for those expenses?
Yes.
And Ms. Hall, how has it affected you that Mr. Mullins has essentially abandoned his financial responsibility for your girls?
It has been a tremendous impact. My employer that I've been with for about 14 years now, we went through a restructuring. So
It's your employer.
Morehouse School of Medicine,
What do you do there?
I'm a manager now. I was a director, but we just went through a restructuring, so now I'm a manager. And my
Is that
salary
a
is,
move up or a move down?
it's kind of down, if you will. The whole big story on that. But so now my salary has been impacted significantly, about $38,000
Really? Reduction?
reduction.
Okay. Your daughter goes to what school?
Sprayberry High School.
Is that a public school?
It is. It's in Marietta, Georgia.
Okay.
And your two older daughters, where are they currently?
They go to the University of Alabama. They're rising sophomores.
Are they twins?
They're twins.
And they're both at Alabama?
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah.
Are they studying the same things and living in the same dorm?
No.
Good.
One is engineer major, the other one is sport management.
Wow, that's pretty different.
Yeah.
Good for them.
Mm-hmm.
And how has dad's lack of financial contributions affected your older daughters?
They are pretty upset by his lack of participation and helping to support them.
Why would they know about that?
They know because they got accepted into a number of schools. We narrowed it down to Spelman College here in Atlanta, and Dad had said he would cover the bill for them to go to Spelman. So about 2 weeks before they were to move into their dorm, you know, he set up a payment plan, but he had to pay initial payment of about $30,000 and then $20,000 every month. He didn't make that payment. So
They were literally set to start at Spelman.
Yes.
And that fell apart because Dad didn't pay.
Yes. And
I'd be upset too.
yeah. So obviously I couldn't foot the bill on it, and then they had already got accepted into Alabama. All the other schools they had accepted into, the window had closed, so they couldn't attend those schools. So the only school that was still available was University of Alabama. And we worked everything out, and they were there. I mean, obviously
Right.
that wasn't their first choice, but it was a good choice.
No,
So
and it's
they-
not a forever choice. They could always
Absolutely.
transfer if that's what makes sense for them.
Yeah, so with that being said, they mailed whatever the deposit that he did put down back to him, and he was very upset because he wanted them to go to Spelman College, although he did nothing to help them get there. He didn't write any letters,
Right.
didn't do anything. And yeah, he kind of just stopped communicating with them.
So he communicates with your youngest right now.
Yeah, that
And
was
where's she hoping to go to school?
Kennesaw State. She wants to be a dermatologist, so
Okay,
they're
keep
gonna
it-
go KSU to medical
All
school.
right, go Owls. Okay.
And as also part of your contempt action, are you also asking the court to enter an incarceration order for
Yes.
Mr. Mullins? And what amount are you requesting of a purge payment for him to be able to purge himself of the contempt and be released on that incarceration order?
$24,299.10.
So that's a really specific purge amount. Where did that come from?
I think she's reading the wrong number.
No, no.
Okay.
Previously spoke about a $20,000 purge amount. Is that correct?
Okay, yes.
For him to be released, and then
Do you have a good faith reason to believe that Mr. Mullins, if faced with incarceration, has the ability to pull together $20,000, whether he's borrowing from friends or family or dipping into his eye? Any legal
Yes.
source is okay.
Yes,
in there.
yes.
Okay.
So tell me what you know about Mr. Mullins's work history.
He's been in finance since I've known him. He was a finance major in undergrad. We both went to Clark Atlanta University together. Since he's graduated, you know, he's worked for a lot of the big financial firms, Accenture, Deloitte and Touche, Willamette. His most recent was Goldman Sachs.
To your knowledge, has he ever made less than upper six
No.
figures? And what do you know about, since you guys have divorced, you're still raising your girls together,
Mhm.
to your knowledge, has he reduced his standard of living at all since then?
No.
Does he have nice vehicles?
Yes, he has a Suburban, a Tesla, and a Mercedes.
And where does he presently live?
Southwest Atlanta.
And what kind of house society is he living in?
It's a, 5-bedroom home with a gym and all the fixings.
And you know what's in his house because your daughters have been there, or he invites you
We were
over?
amicable at one point, and we did holidays together
Mhm.
with his new family and all the relatives. So at one point we were until we weren't.
Okay.
So and he's employed to your knowledge, is that correct?
Yes, he quit his job that he was gainfully employed in to go on to pursue his entrepreneurial endeavors. And I don't know.
Meaning he left Goldman Sachs and then was going to make it on his own.
Yes,
And he's been running that consulting firm for how many years at this point?
about 2.5 years, since 2024, I believe, or 25, something like that.
Do you know Ms. King Mullins's employment status?
Yeah, she's a physician. She's colorectal surgeon, and she has her practice down in Peachtree City.
Okay.
And are you also, and I believe I went over this, you're asking the court to also, order Mr. Mullins to reimburse your attorney's fees?
Yes,
And are you asking that he do that within 30 days?
yes,
And are you also requesting that, Mr. Mullins be placed on a payment plan for the arrears in addition to the current support of $1,000 per month?
yes,
The payment plan you're saying is $1,000 a month?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
After the $20,000 purge. Are there anything else that I've missed that you are requesting of the court today?
no.
Your Honor, I do believe that is our case.
Ms. Coleman, how have you in the past seen an order entered that includes a contempt sanction of incarceration when the contemnor is not here? Is it an order and there's a warrant attached, or
Right.
how does it get enforced? It's kind of toothless unless Deputy Gordon delivers it, and then he would deliver it and say, you need to come with me.
Right, Your Honor, and unfortunately, I've had a lot of experience with this because, you know, people who know that they're about to get an order of incarceration often will not show up for
Right.
the purpose. But the court enters the order and then it goes into GCIC and you hope that he gets pulled over for a traffic ticket or has some other encounter, or hopefully appears in court one day on this action and then gets taken into custody. But I don't think it's toothless because it's still an incarceration order.
Their teeth are just sort of out there.
Right, it's
But
out there until he's,
you think that an order, I guess you know because you've experienced it, it actually goes into GCIC? Like if I sign an arrest warrant, that goes into GCIC, but this would be different unless it is accompanied with an arrest warrant. What have you seen in the past?
and Judge, I don't work in the, the back office is the intricacies of the court.
Yeah.
But I can find out. I know that whatever is done, it does get put into GCIC. Because with the order, we also put the identifying information,
Good.
all of those things. So from my understanding, it does go into GCIC.
Okay, I'll ask around. I'm sure some of my colleagues have had to deal with this, like you've dealt with it on the front end, but they'd be dealing on the back end saying, oh, I'd like my order to have some impact. And that would mean figuring out how to get it into GCIC and beyond. So you'll get me a proposed order in Word format. You can send that to Ms. Niles. And then is the modification matter, has it already been scheduled as well through Judge K, or it's still working its way through Judge K?
I think we're reset for 60.
Okay, so you're in his able hands and you'll be managing that for Ms. Hall.
No, she was asking about the logistics of the order that we were just speaking about.
Oh, okay. Trying to think if there's anything else. The few times on the civil side of the work I've done where there was a need to get someone in custody, like a juror not showing up or an attorney being in pretty serious contempt, the sheriff's office said, we need a picture. We can't just have the descriptors, height, weight, age, eye color, skin color, et cetera.
Photo as well.
Okay, so I'll reach out for that if I need it. You don't need to send it, but you'd be able to get a relatively current photo?
Yes, Judge.
Okay,
Yeah.
and not like with his arm around his daughters, but it would be, okay.
Right, because we sent one with our processor.
Oh, okay, then you're, okay. You're equipped. Well, I think that's everything. Ms. Hall, I'm sorry you're having to work through this. I'm sorry about that hiccup at work too. That's no fun. But at least the answer was I still have a job because I work with people and like they right-sized and they right-sized me out the door. It's not the outcome you were hoping for, but you're still there. Your daughter now has a driver's license. Yikes, good luck with that. At least she waited a year. I have a 15-year-old who, when he is 16 and 1 second, wants to have his driver's license. Like you could wait for a little bit, but actually him being able to get himself to some of the places he needs to get will be nice. I don't know if your daughter does sports, but I have to drive my guy all over Kingdom Come. Yeah. And so once it's safe, it'll be great when he can do that. But I'm sorry you've had to struggle around this. That's not how it's supposed to be. And I'm sorry Mr. Mullins wasn't here because he may have had something to say about it. I'm not following it given his financial circumstances, but I'm coming to learn that emotions often get in the way of what's right and what's possible. And then you're forced to bring in your very capable lawyer to have to pull these levers that fortunately are there. It's just too bad that they need to get tugged on. Ms. Coleman, anything else?
I don't believe so.
Then I will look for that order from Ms. Niles. If I have questions, I'll make sure. When you send, I don't know if you had any correspondence with us. Did you always copy whatever email you have from Mr. Mullins? Okay, so it's on his radar.
Yes, even the confirmation that this hearing was going forward on time today.
Yeah, good. Oh, because you had a conflict.
I had a conflict.
I'm glad you worked through that because we got through this.
Got us right on out.
All right. So once I get that order, I will massage it and talk with colleagues and maybe someone in the sheriff's office to figure out what's the best way to make this effective. And if I need anything else, we'll reach out.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank
All
you.
right. You guys take care.
You too. Hope our division is treating you well thus far.
Well, it's 1 week in.
I was telling my client, I was like, yeah, you just transitioned over last week.
Yep. So far, I don't think I've messed anything up for anyone, but we'll see. Let me know when you get the order.
Thank you.
All right. Bye-bye.